Hi kitty cats. So today I'm gonna give you my Aries look, which is basically just Aries is a fire sign. It's the first fire sign in the astrological calendar. So I decided to use the Naked Urban Decay Heat. I felt that was fitting. It's a lot of like reds and browns. Also, those are pretty much Aries colors, maybe with a smidge of yellow. But it's basically browns and reds. Depending, like if you go on the internet and look up colors for these astrological things, there are so many different ideas of what colors go with what astrological sign, because there really isn't a set ones. If you were students of mine, I would tell you that it's what you feel inside or what the colors are. So for me, I'm going with the heat. So, and we're going to start off with primer. Oh, if you want to know what I'm using Makeup Revolution stick today. They're fast-based stick foundation. Not my favorite foundation, but it's okay. And I'm also using the L'Oreal True Match. And the primer I'm using for my face is the No Problem. It's basically one of the only primer. I only have like 2 primers left. I need to get some more primer. So I have more choices. But for eye primer today, we will use the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. So we're just going to pop that on there. And pop it on here. I don't, as I think I've said before, I don't particularly care for the wand in this. This is like my favorite primer, my eye primer, but the wand, I'd rather it didn't have a wand. So yeah, we're gonna start here, and I'm gonna start with the lightest color, which is called Ounce. It's right here. And I'm just gonna use this big fluffy brush, which I gotta go like this, make sure there's no cat hair, because it's cat city around here, you know that. Not to mention, this is a really dusty house. Everything gets super dusty anyways. Which, not to be gross, but did you know that dust is pretty much skin? I mean, that's what it is. So, it's just our skin and other particles of things. But I mean, some houses just are dustier than others. Old houses have a lot of dust that isn't skin. It's just like building material and stuff. That's because it's old and it's all like shedding. So that was my lesson of the day for all of you. Whatever, right? So I'm going to use this little Visante brush. And I'm going to go in this color here called Low Blow. Oh, can you see that? Low Blow. We're going to put that in the crease. This is going to be a really basic look with nothing fancy to it. Aries, you know, Leo is very fancy. It's a fancy fire sign, but Aries is not so fancy. But it is aggressive. I don't know if you've ever hung out with an Aries, but they can be very aggressive, passionate people. Which is nothing wrong with that in my book, right? It's really hard for me to see what I'm doing on this eye. If you've been around here long enough to know, you know that one of my eyes is a little wonky with being able to see, because I'm like half blind. So, in one eye. Yeah, this needs a little more. Get up there a little bit more. Okay. And then I'm gonna go, what am I doing? I want to use that again. But with a darker color, I'm gonna go with this. Thought I was gonna go with something, but now I'm like, do I want to go with that? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna go with this cayenne color right here. And my finger is, we're gonna pop in there, and then we're just gonna do the inner corner and a little bit into the crease, but mostly the inner corner of the eye. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm trying to make sure that you can see what I'm doing, because I'm still like trying to figure out where my ring light is back there, and so I have to like zoom in on me, and I'm still trying to figure that out a bit. Like where, to make sure that you can see what I'm doing and that I can see what I'm doing too, so as best I can. Okay. I know I just leaned down and you're like, where'd it go? I just wanted to get a closer look. So, yeah, that worked out pretty well. And now I'm just gonna go in with this. No, that's too big. Trying to decide what brush to use. This is a precision eyelid brush. It does not say what company, and I don't remember. I think it was a recent thing I got. And I'm gonna use this scorched color here. I loved this palette when I first got it. I still love it. I just haven't used it in a while. And I was like, this is a great opportunity for me to use this, right? Sorry, I was leaning down too far. You need to be able to see what I'm doing. I'm working on it. So, it's really hard though, because I'm like screwing up because I can't see what I'm doing very well. Actually, that looks pretty good, huh? So, there's that. And then I'm gonna take a smaller fluffy brush and go back into the ounce.
Yeah, I brought a gun.
Sorry, that's my notifications. And I'm just gonna soften it right here under the eyebrow. Get it under the eyebrow, soften up what I've blended up in my crease and above it a bit. There, that looks nicer, I think. And then I'm gonna take this Galactic and put that in the corner of my eye right here. On this side too. I like the way that looks. And then, because this is, like I said, this is Aries. And so I'm going to use this dark red. Well, what's the color of it? It says aubergine, that's how you say it. And this is actually a lip, not liner, but it says lip color. But I'm going to use it as like a liner. And I'm trying for you to see, but it's really hard for me to do this and you to be able to see at the same time. I just don't know if I'll ever be able to get that perfect, because my mirror just isn't high enough. So I'm sorry, but there isn't much I can do about the fact that I'm gonna have to lean down when doing that. got that done. And let me just take a closer look at what I've done. Okay, so I want to clean that up a little bit.
Thanks, Margo. You're welcome.
Put in my stuff away. And I'm gonna clean that up a little bit with this and mineral, no, micellar water, not mineral water. The Garnier Skin Active. And we just take the little pointed Q-tip and go like this. And the other side is pointed as well. Dip it in like that. And then we just clean it up.
Yeah. I brought a gun.
Oh my goodness, who is bothering me so much, huh? Yeah, okay. That's fine. And now I'm gonna use this Ciate triple shot extra large mascara that I got in my Ipsy. So we're gonna give that a try. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. The wand is so huge. I'm trying to be very careful with it because it's not huge like thick, it's huge like really long, and I'm afraid of like sticking myself in the eye with it. Okay, for first impressions, but you know, with mascara, usually the first couple times you use it, it's just not as good as when you've been using it. I don't know why. I guess because it needs to settle. I don't know. Someone, if you know the reason that mascara always seems to be better later on, you have the answer to that, let me know. Okay. So, got all that done. Pretty. And now I'm going to use this Shania B Miami blush and highlight palette I got in my Ipsy. So we'll start off with some blush. I'm going to use this new blush brush that I got too. That's also Shania B. And we're going to go into the, do I want to go? I'm going to go into the Brickell. I am. Let's go a little darker than usual. And I didn't use any bronzer, even though Aries probably would be better with some bronzer. Just saying. Then we're gonna go into highlight. I think this is good for highlight. And I'm gonna use the Sugar Bomb, the gold. No, you know what? I'm gonna go with the Gava Glow. I know, I keep changing my mind. I'm gonna go with the Gava Glow on this. I feel like the Sugar Bomb would be more of a Leo thing. What do you think? I'm not sure how I feel about it. So, well, I'm sure so far. There. Now I'm going to use my Tarte Double Duty Beauty Stay Spray. I just love the smell of that so much. It smells so good. For a minute I thought I wasn't recording and I was like, oh crap, did I just do this without recording it? Because I really couldn't handle that right now. So, lastly, I'm going to use this Belle and Argent Auteur Cream lip color, Smoking on Screen. It's a nice dark color. You know, I'm going to put my glasses on while I'm doing this. Lipstick, I really need to have my glasses on. Yeah. It is not working too well. It's a messy lip today. Oh God, I just keep screwing it up. Oh well. My lips are a little messy today, but that's fine. So, this is my Aries look. Do you like? So, that's my Aries look. My lips all fucked up over here, but whatever. Oh. And I hope you enjoyed. This week I'm hoping to have the Gamora look. I'm super excited about it. Because usually we all pick different ones, but someone else picked Gamora too. But I think everybody's gonna be really surprised at what I do. I just hope it all comes out okay. Anyways, I'm gonna do the best I can. So my Gamora Marvel look will be later this week. And I am feeling a little bit better. However, it is really cold in this room because we ran out of fuel. And for some reason, it snowed today. It's almost May. I have never had this happen. I've lived in Vermont for over 15 years in this same place and never seen it snow this like early in this, well, early, I guess late in the season or whatever you want to put it. It's just crazy. It's crazy that May is in a few days and it snowed. That just isn't right at all. I'm sure you can all agree. Those of you who actually live here and those of you who live far away are probably like, what is going on? Because I sure am. So yeah, so I'm so happy to see you all, even though I'm not really seeing you all, but you know what I mean. I'm just happy to be doing this. I don't know, it seems to take a lot for me to come in here and do it, but when I do it, I'm always happy I did, so I really need to push myself more. But, you know, I think we all need to push ourselves a little more these days because we're in a funk. Being quarantined is, you know, puts you in a funk. So anyways, please share, subscribe, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. It really does help me out. And otherwise than that, try to be kind, especially to the people you live with. Because these days, I know, you just want, but don't. Be kind. And I'll see you all soon, my kitty cats. Bye-bye.